Hello and Happy New Year. Welcome to another episode of Health 54 right here on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television. I am Rose Audu. A case of human bird flu has been detected in a person living in the southwest of England. Cases like these are extremely rare and the individual probably became infected from very close contact with a sick or dead bird. Experts say there is no evidence of onward spread and all close contacts of the person are being monitored. Avian flu, also known as bird flu, is a type of influenza that spreads among birds. The UK has recently seen a large number of outbreaks and incidents of the H5N1 strain of avian influenza in birds across the country. And John Ken-Garson, director of the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Africa, on Thursday said strict lockdowns were no longer the best way to contain COVID-19 in the world. He made the statement while praising South Africa for the approach it adopted when responding to its latest infection wave driven by the Omicron variant. And to bring you a story on diabetes, diabetes is caused by the problems with insulin in your body. The most crucial aspect of diabetes management is blood sugar control. There is a cheap food that can help with this. Studies have shown that broccoli is a nutritional powerhouse rich in vitamins and minerals such as calcium, iron, zinc, vitamin B12, D, and more. The cruciferous vegetable is packed with the presence of a compound called sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a goodie that has blood sugar lowering abilities, according to research. And experts have warned that by 2050, more than 153 million people could have dementia, up from 57 million in 2019. The predicted rise is largely down to aging and growing population. In a publication by the Lancet Public Health Journal, the researchers added that unhealthy lifestyles is also a major contributory factor. The study, which looks at 195 countries, aims to give governments an idea of what resources and support may be needed and what action might help. An autonomous drone has helped to save the life of a 71-year-old man who was suffering a cardiac arrest. The drone delivered a defibrillator to a doctor helping the man who became ill while shoveling snow outside his house in Trollhättan, Sweden. The company behind the drone says it meant that defibrillation could begin before the arrival of an ambulance. Everdrone says it took just over 3 minutes from the alarm being raised until the automated internal defibrillator was delivered. This is TOS Television Network and you're watching Health 54. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Health 54. At least 13 passengers who tested positive for COVID-19 upon their arrival in the Indian city of Amritsar have escaped institutional quarantine. They were among 125 infected passengers on a chartered flight from Milan, which landed on Wednesday afternoon. A total of 160 passengers were traveling on the Italy-India flight. Reports said that children and infants, about 19 of them, were exempted from testing. And Cambodia reported 3,504 cases of malaria in 2021, a 57% drop from 8,221 in 2020, a health official said on Friday. He said Cambodia has not had any malaria deaths since 2018, which led to the country being considered a successful country in eliminating malaria deaths 3 years earlier than its target. Rakhal attributed the decline in malaria cases to people's better awareness, adequate equipment such as malaria testing devices, insecticide-treated mosquito nets, and anti-malaria drugs. And as part of efforts by the Federal Capital Territory Administration to mitigate the outbreak and spread of animal diseases in the FCT, mandates Secretary of the Agriculture and Rural Development Secretariat, Malam Abubakar Ibrahim, has disclosed plans by the Secretariat to strengthen its disease surveillance, detection, reporting and control system. The Secretary made this remark during a working visit to the FCT veterinary clinic at Nyanya, where he expressed satisfaction on the state of facilities at the clinic, with particular reference to the diagnostic laboratory, which was commissioned by the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Ramatu Tijani Aliu, in 2021. 13 million residents of Wuhan, China have endured the largest and longest complete lockdown due to COVID-19 since the early months of the pandemic in 2022. In 2020, I beg your pardon. According to a top epidemiologist, Zheng Guan, the outbreak is the most serious to hit China since Wuhan, noting that the nearly 2,000 cases of the more infectious Delta variant spread in Wuhan along multiple chains of transmission. Few cases of the even more infectious Omicron variant have been reported in mainland China, though Hong Kong is currently implementing sweeping restrictions to contain an outbreak of Omicron. And just before we go, Albert is on a mission to grasp the scope of the patient journey through cardiovascular disease diagnosis and treatment. The company's Beyond Intervention initiative kicked off a few years ago to improve patient care and quality of life. What Albert found was that there is plenty of ground to make up. Albert's research identified several inconsistencies in patient care delivery and access to technology that supports accurate diagnosis. The company observed inadequate care for underserved community, highlighting another barrier in managing cardiovascular disease. The findings also revealed major discrepancies in how patients and healthcare providers perceive the effectiveness of the care delivered. And that is Health 54 right here on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like TOS Television Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy more programs on TOS Television Network. Remember, health is wealth. So till I come your way again, do stay healthy. I am Rose Audu, and many thanks for watching.